this glass here. This glass is also from Michael's as well. I paid about $3.99 for it. The second one that we will be showing would be this one here. It is designed already, so we don't have to put too much of anything on here. This one was $1.99 at the dollar store. And then I also do have this one, which is a smaller one. This one is $1.69. So let's just go ahead and get started. So for this small one, Michael's do have some glasses that already have these on here, but I did find some that had some adhesive. It's a sticker, matter of fact. So it doesn't take much just to cut it and to go ahead and apply it on the glass. So that's what we're going to go ahead and start off doing at first. So we're going to go ahead and design the top of the glass with these rhinestones at first. And then we need all the feathers and everything to go ahead and get started. And I do apologize, I said feathers, I meant roses. I'm sorry. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to go ahead and take the back piece off of here. It is a tape, so you don't have to actually buy the fabric and do the whole glue, cut and glue situation. We could just go ahead and tape it on here. So let's go ahead and put it on here and we'll see how this turns out. All right, so this is what it looks like so far. I'm gonna bring it up close so you can see. And then I do have another piece, which I did cut 2 pieces, so I can go ahead and do the remaining part. Oh, and I also did forget to mention that I'm also going to need a gallon of water as well to put inside each faces besides this small one. So I'm going to go ahead and do the measurement really quick. It looks like it's going to be a little long. I'll just cut off a tip of it. Alright, so basically, let me start from here. Go ahead and take it around the rimming. And then we're to the end. So I do have a little piece left over. I'm going to go ahead and just cut that excessive piece off. So this is what it looks like all around. So you don't have to buy these out of Michael's already done. You can do this yourself. All right, so let's get started with the first one. All right, so the first one here, what we're going to do is add these pink little accessories. I also did get these from the dollar store for $1.49. They look like pink little gems. I'm going to go ahead and put this to the bottom. So this is going to be our first layer that we are going to do. Let me go ahead and put my hand here so you'll be able to see. Alright, so because these gems are pink and I would like them to show more, I would definitely go ahead and put the LED lights in so that you guys can see it with the LED lights in as well. Alright, so I already have an LED light in here. Alright, so here's the LED light. And we're going to go ahead and just apply it here to the bottom. So this is what it looks like so far. All right, so for this one, I'm just going to do a basic little centerpiece. We're just going to add the roses in here. Put a little close because I know the light at the bottom is glaring on. So we put the first rose. I have another rose here that I'm just going to go ahead and put here. So this is how it looks inside. Have the 2 red roses. Then for the top part, I'm going to go ahead and add the white rose. So like I stated to y'all, it's very simple to put a centerpiece together. to look cute. So I know Valentine's Day are coming up. It's coming up. I do apologize. It's coming up. And a lot of people, even at the offices, have centerpieces sitting there. So this would be a nice centerpiece. So I'm going to go ahead and now put the water in here and also apply the floating candle so that you guys can see how it looks when it floats. The video paused. I'm not too sure what happened, but I'm back. All right, so however, this is how the first one came out, which is pretty awesome to me. It looks pretty nice. You could put this in an office somewhere. You can put it in as a centerpiece in the middle of the table. You can even have this in your room as a little nightlight if you would like, because it does have the floating candle on top. All right, so for the second one, these are when I'm going to use the hearts that I did get from Michael's. I'm going to use the rocks, which are clear rocks here, just so that they can hold them down, because these hearts are made out of foam, so they do float. So I did find something that would hold it down. So the first thing I'm going to do is just start dropping the hearts in. As you put more hearts, you can kind of start like fixing them so that they can be visual. Alright, so you guys can see this. This is how it looks at the bottom. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do now, because like I stated, they do float up, so this is where these rocks come in at. I'm going to just place some of these rocks to the top. I will also place a LED light in there as well. And I'm also going to place that LED light upside down. Alright, so it's placed in there. So now what I'm going to do is continue to add more rocks, because it will float all the rocks up. So I see that when the LED lights are on, it does make the light in dark. So let me just pull it away here. Alright, so we have the rocks filled halfway to the top. I am going to leave space because I do have to put water in here and leave room for the floating candle as well. So for this one, I am going to place alright, so for this one, I'm going to place like 2 or 3 feathers. I keep calling them feathers. 2 or 3 roses to the top, just to give it a good look. When we do place the floating candle on there, it'll be floating inside the pink roses. So far without the water, this is what we're looking like here. I'm going to lift the camera here so that you can see the top of it. So what I'm going to do now is start filling this vase with water, and then we'll place the floating candle there as well. This is what it's looking like when you put the water, the LED lights. Alright, and for this one, I'm going to also place a floating candle on here as well. And then I'll bring the camera to the top so that you guys can see it. I want to make sure the floating candle is in the middle. It's just floating all over the place here, but I guess that's why it's called a floating candle. So This is the finishing touch here with the floating candle on top. And let me bring it to the top. This is what it looks like to the top with the floating candle on there. Okay, so this is what we have here. All right, so I do have one more that is a little more simpler than these. All it is rose petals. Good thing I stopped saying feathers, but all it is the rose petals. So for this one, I do have some pink rose petals and I have some burgundy rose petals as well. I also do have the clear gemstones, just so that when I put the LED lights to the bottom, it'll give it some glare. Because with the dark color feathers, here we go again, with the dark color rose petals, it will make it dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and lighten it up a little bit. So we have the gems here, and then we have the rose petals here. So this is gonna go in the bigger jar. Go ahead and make some space here. Put this over. All right, last but not least. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead and drop some of the gems at the bottom. This one may take more than 1 cup of water because this vase is a little bigger. I hope you guys can see everything. I'm gonna lift it up so that you guys can see how far the rocks go at the bottom. Alright. So this is how far it goes. This is the bigger vase. Alright, so what I'm gonna start doing now is I'm gonna take rose petals and I'm gonna just place them inside. Rose petals, place them, just basically place them inside. Alright, I am going to place a LED light in here as well. And I'm gonna also face this one upside down. I think for this one, I may use 2 LED lights, or I may just stick with the one. All right, so let's see here. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just stick with the 1 LED light here. Let me just place it. I'm trying to fix it at the bottom here. So that it give it a beautiful pink glare to the bottom. With the rose petals that's already in there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put the rest of the rose petals in here, which are pink. And then we're gonna go ahead and add the burgundy color now. Burgundy rose petals. Thank goodness I stopped saying the other word because I just keep calling them feathers for some apparent reason. And they're called rose petals. So I did go ahead and put the rose petals in here, the burgundy to the top. I don't want to fill it up with too many rose petals and make it congested. So go ahead and move this one over here. Alright. So for this one, we just use a couple of rocks, LED light, and a couple of rose petals, which are pink, and also burgundy, which is so sexy for Valentine's Day. It's just sexy for that look, period. The burgundy and the pink, it just combines very nice with the LED light to the bottom. So last but not least, this is the last one. I do have to the top so that we can go ahead and put the floating candle in there. the rose petal that looks like a cup. I did leave this one here instead of pulling it apart. I left this one here so that I can use it as a cup when I do put the floating candle to the top to give it that awesome look. So I'm going to go ahead and put that last rose petal, and we're going to fill it with water. Another thing that I meant to mention is the burgundy rose petals, depending on the material, I believe, it will dye, which that is the purpose of me putting the pink and burgundy, because for some reason I love the way it dyes the water. And it looks beautiful with the LED light to the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and put the floating candle to the top of this one. So this is what you have here, the rose petals in the middle. I'm going to go ahead and bring the camera a little closer here so that you'll be able to see the top of it. So this is what we have here. So I did show you guys what I have had in mind today, which Valentine's Day is coming up once again. So I wanted to do something for, you know, those who are decorating for Valentine's Day. So this is what I have here, and this is how they look. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I would appreciate if you guys subscribe and also comment below so that I would know, you know, what looks good, what doesn't look good, what you guys would like me to do more of. Once again, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate your time. You guys have a good day. I wanted to show you the end results with the lights off so that you can see how they look with the lights off. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it once again. Please subscribe to my channel and also comment.